Howdy, partner! In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a Tesla Supercharger. We're driving from Dallas to New Orleans in my Tesla Model 3. We're also going to discuss the cost of refueling an EV or electric vehicle versus a gasoline-powered car. Finally, we're going to have a little fun in New Orleans. Let's go! Lots of folks on TV are saying, hey, EVs suck because of range anxiety, and it takes forever to recharge your car on a road trip. These fudsters are saying it takes longer for you to charge your car on a road trip. However, how many road trips do you take a year? By the way, have you totaled the time you wasted pumping gas at the gas pump? The last time I went to a gas station at Costco, I had to wait 10 minutes in line in order to spend 5 minutes to pump gas. It took me 15 minutes to pump gas at the lowest priced gas station in town. At the Shell station, there was no line, so it only took 5 minutes to pump gas at the highest priced gas station in town. So, on average, it takes 10 minutes to pump gas. If you're charging your Tesla by plugging it in at your own garage at home while you sleep, then you do not waste any time waiting for gas to pump on a weekly basis. Considering that there are 52 weeks in a year, you'll save 52 times 10 equals to 520 minutes or 8 hours and 40 minutes wasted pumping gas every year. However, if you take one long road trip per year from Dallas to New Orleans and back, then it will take you 1 hour and 24 minutes to recharge your Tesla Model 3. The round trip from Dallas to New Orleans is 1,012 miles. The Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus has a range of 240 miles. 1,012 divided by 240 equals 4.2. Then, 4.2 times 50 kilowatt-hour battery size equals 210 kilowatt-hours. Then, 210 kilowatt-hours divided by 150 kilowatt-hours supercharger equals to 1.4 hours, or 1 hour and 24 minutes. Therefore, it may take up to 1 hour and 24 minutes total charge time for a 1,012-mile road trip. In other words, while driving a gasoline-powered car will save you 1 hour and 24 minutes for a 1,012-mile round trip, you will waste 8 hours and 40 minutes pumping gas every year. 8 hours 40 minutes minus 1 hour and 24 minutes equals 7 hours and 16 minutes. You'll save 7 hours and 16 minutes every year driving a Tesla Model 3 instead of a gasoline-powered car. Besides, while you're driving on a long road trip, you'll need to take meal breaks and potty breaks intermittently. Unless you have a bladder of steel, you'll have to stop periodically anyways. Supercharger stations are always next to places with Wi-Fi, food, and restrooms. Okay, to charge the car, just simply go to any supercharger, grab the charge cable, and then push the button on the charge cable. Put it near to the car, yes, and then it'll open automatically. You charge the cable in, just like that, and the car starts charging. There's no need to swipe a membership card, nor is there any need to insert a credit card. Your supercharging session will automatically be charged to the Tesla account of the car's owner. To avoid damage to the batteries, the charge rate slows down when it gets close to 100% charge. Therefore, to avoid waiting too long for the car to charge, you're charged to 80% instead of 100%. Also, to avoid damaging the battery, you're also never supposed to drain the batteries down to 0%. Draining to 20% and charging to 80%, depending on the size of a battery you bought, it will take you 8 to 10 minutes to charge your Model 3 at a new supercharger, 12 to 15 minutes at a rural supercharger by the highway, and 24 to 30 minutes at an urban supercharger. Okay, and once you're finished charging the car, then to unlock the charge cable, just take this, push the button, and pull the charge cable free. And now you're done. And after you pull out the charge cable, the charge port cover automatically closes again by itself. Using a supercharger is not only super easy, but also super cheap. For a 1,012-mile round trip from Dallas to New Orleans, you'll be traveling 75 miles per hour. According to mpg4speed.com and fueleconomy.gov, a BMW 5 Series traveling at 75 miles per hour will get 23 miles per gallon, which will cost you $91 to refuel it at the present Dallas, Texas gas price of $2.07 per gallon. For Tesla Model 3 traveling at 75 miles per hour, I've noticed that I'm getting 303 watt-hours per mile. So, for 1,012-mile round trip times 303 watt-hours per mile equals to 306,636 watt-hours, or 307 kilowatt-hours. Tesla Superchargers charge 28 cents per kilowatt-hours times 307 kilowatt-hours equals to $86 to refuel a Tesla Model 3. Therefore, you'll save $5 to refuel the Tesla Model 3 for a long road trip over a BMW 5 Series. Arriving in New Orleans as the Tesla owner, the best hotel to stay at is the Ritz-Carlton or its sister property, the Marriott. That's because the Ritz-Carlton is the only hotel in the French Quarter that has a Tesla destination charger. Okay, so we've finally driven the 506 miles from Dallas to New Orleans. Why do we want to visit New Orleans? New Orleans is a fun town full of music and good cheer. If you like live music, you'll love New Orleans. Even if you do not go to any live music venues such as concert halls and bars, you'll still be enjoying musical performances. For example, every weekend, there's usually wedding procession or funeral procession where a live jazz band marches down the street while everyone in the wedding or funeral dances down the street. The street is closed temporarily to car traffic. Also, on weekend mornings, there's usually a live jazz band in front of the Cale du Monde. On Saturday nights, there's always a jazz band playing in the middle of a street on the south side of Bourbon Street. Combined with a lack of open bottle liquor laws, you can literally dance, drink, and party in the middle of a street in New Orleans. New Orleans is also a great city to visit for all the wonderful food. From crispy, fluffy beignets to spicy Cajun food, there's something for everyone here in New Orleans. If you enjoy seafood, you'll have to try Drago's, Oceana Grill, Acme Oyster House, or Mr. Ed's Oyster Bar. For luxury white tablecloth dining, you'll have to make a reservation for K. Paul's Louisiana Kitchen. All the best jazz bands play at night on Frenchman Street. For a quick bite between live music shows on Frenchman Street, I suggest that you grab an exotic hot dog at Dat Dog. For the best beignets, you'll have to go to Cale du Monde, Cafe Beignet, or the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. Something else that New Orleans is known for is the art. There are many antique art galleries worth exploring on Royal Street. The antique art in these galleries are of such high caliber that these antique shops are basically free museums. The top dog in the New Orleans antique art scene is M.S. Rao. If you're only going to visit one antique shop in New Orleans, make it M.S. Rao. On my last visit, they had several Norman Rockwells, a Monet, and the Pope's $2 million diamond cross. The stuff in there will blow you away. Have fun in New Orleans and let the good times roll. Laissez le bon temps brûler.